Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and this video is part 2 to the unboxing video for Revival Camp 2018. So if you did not see that video, then I will link that down below. You want to go watch that first. But it was getting to be kind of a long video, so I thought I'd break it up. And so that video shows everything that comes in the Revival Camp kit this month. And for this video, I just wanted to kind of talk about how Revival Camp used to be, some options you have, some ways to journal through Revival Camp, just to give you an idea of how to use this kit or if you pick up one of the prior kits. So if you're not familiar, Revival Camp is something that Illustrated Faith has done. This is going on the 3rd year. And before this year, it was all digital content. And so this was the first year. And so it was a workshop that you could purchase online. And then you were giving printables and devotional content that you could print out and put together. And it was several weeks long. And this one in particular is, all 3 are still available. So I will link those down below. But this one came with the stuff to make a traveler's notebook insert out of. So that is what I did with mine. And so then you had each week the devotional content that was released. And then I just pasted the devotional content down into the insert that I had made. And then I did all my journaling in here. Now it's kind of funny to flip through because this is now 2 years old. So it's kind of funny to see how far my artwork has come and my style has changed and that kind of thing. But I chose to do everything in this notebook. So I would work on the devotional and then come over here and journal and add prayers and things like that. It was nice for those who live overseas and things like that, that Revival Camp was online so that you could just print things out. You weren't having to have physical product to purchase and ship. But I found that I was spending a lot of time and a lot of money on this project because I would buy, of course, all the printables, and then I went out and bought die cut pieces and ephemera and things like that, which you don't have to do, but I just felt like I would have more fun with the project if I did that. So I went out and bought a bunch of camp themed products. Alpha stickers. They had several printables that released in addition to the printables that came as a part of Revival Camp. And I did those and put together a notebook. And so you can still get this Revival Camp and do something similar if you wanted to. But I had different stickers and things like that. And then I could work through the devotional content in here. And you can see I didn't even finish the last few weeks. It's super sad. I should go back and finish it. But I had gone through and just laid down some paint that matched the devotional content. That way I could just come in and quickly add some content. And so if you get this month's kit, so this year's comes with its physical product, and you get the devotional content in these papers that are sized to fit in a traveler's notebook. So you could create something very similar with this month's kit and the next 2 months' kits, so this year's kits, and post the devotional content down in a notebook like this and then journal in a notebook. Or I would occasionally take these and then work into my Bible if I had more that I wanted to write or work on or something like that. So this was the first year, and this was quite the project. You can see I didn't finish it. So for last year's, I decided to not do a traveler's notebook. Again, last year's was all digital content. So it was different printables and things like that that you could download and print out. So there were the printables that were part of the workshop, and then there were printables that you could pick up in addition to the workshop. And so I actually printed out one of those here. These are all still available, so I will link those down below. And all the colors correspond between all 3 years. So you can use past kits, products with this month's physical kit if you wanted, or however you want to do it. So I just printed out the products last year on clear sticker paper and then just did my journaling in my Bible. And again, it looks like I didn't finish Revival Camp. I could only find 4 entries, and I know that there was more than that. So last year's was the same. So you buy Revival Camp and you were given printables and devotional content that you could print out. I did not put a booklet together, so I just printed out the devotional content, read through it, and then journaled in my Bible. I didn't make a notebook or anything with the devotional content. And so I've got entries in here, and you can see what I did was I used the badges from the printables to mark what week I was working on, and then used some of the extra printables that you could purchase from the Illustrated Faith digital shop. So there's an entry there. This is week 2. Again, I tried to make it obvious, that they were all Revival Camp by doing a similar tab like this, and then a clear sticker paper and a little prayer. This one here I used the printables for the tab, but then I kind of did my own artwork. I do believe there's a process video for this. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. And use some of the like WordFetti stickers and things like that for that entry. And then this was week 1. So again, I used those badges and clear stickers and some paint. There may be a process. There may be a whole Revival Camp playlist. If I have that, I will link it down below for you guys. So you could either do just this with this month, or yeah, with this year's kit, or do a notebook. So you could take the stickers and printables and things and create content in your Bible, or you can put together the devotionals in a notebook like this. I do have videos on my channel showing how to make these notebooks, or you can purchase the notebooks already. So I will link some options down below for purchasing blank notebooks, and those come like this. So this one actually came in this Traveler's Notebook system. I will have a whole video about Traveler's Notebooks coming out very soon. And so these are just blank journaling notebooks that you can then paste these down into, and then you could go ahead and do your journaling and artwork and things like that in here if you wanted to. And so July, August, and September will all be Revival Camp. And so you can just continue to add those into a blank notebook like this, and then have all of those put together. Or you could create a mini book. So when you purchase the Revival Camp from Illustrated Faith, you also get printables. So you could print those out on cardstock this year. And then you could put together something like the mini books that I was doing with the past kits. So the past kits came with these devotional cards, and then I just hole punched them and made a little mini book. So you could do something similar with this year's Revival Camp if you wanted to, and just work in something like this. But there's a lot of different options. And so Revival Camp is not going to a camp, it's just camp themed. And so it's devotional content that builds up on itself. So we're going to go through it July, August, and September. It'll be 12 weeks. You can still get past Revival Camps. So if you are not into this year's and the physical content and that kind of thing, and you just want to do digital, you can still get last year's and the years before as digital content. So I will have those linked down below. They do still have all of the printables available also. And so I'll link that down below if you want to print these out and kind of pair them together with this year's kit. But I just wanted to kind of show you some of my past years and how I journaled. This system didn't really work for me. This was way too much work for me personally. And so I will probably be adhering these down into a traveler's notebook, taking some notes, but doing all of my artwork in my Bible. That's my plan. And it is kind of structured to be one devotional every week. And so you're not doing it every day. You could sit down and do them all at once or several in a day, but they are meant to be one a week. And so that kind of breaks it up, and you can work on some other projects if you need to. So there is a look at some options for how to work through Revival Camp if you've never worked through it before. If you have questions, be sure to leave those down below, or any comments. Like I said, links to everything will be posted down below, and this is part 2. So go check out the unboxing of this year's kit. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful. Stay tuned. When I get back from camping next week, I will have a process showing how I make the trash from this month's kit into like a booklet that you could insert these into, and I may show you how to make one of these, a new video showing how to make a notebook, but I'll link my old one down below. So give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.